inky thing racing toward you, and if you are near shelter, scurry off the grain bin and into someplace dry, even if you are just getting into your pickup truck, because you will want to be inside before the hail or the lightning commits its annihilation of the crop. When it isn't raining, you feel a quiet and persistent sentience. All around you, things are growing. Wheat seeds sprout and climb toward the sun, a fraction of an inch a day. This is a thing to consider. As you sit on the grain bin that is your perch, for miles and miles around you, plants are reaching. Sunflowers turn their shaggy manes toward the sun, and in the summer, their black kernels swell and grow fat. Things aspire, reach, ripen. You might even hear the crack of the hard seed shell when the first thirsty tongue of the plant slides out looking for wet dirt. Maybe you hear the mass exhalation of thousands of kernels of wheat as they fatten into the little balloons that will become seeds. This world is alive and busy. It requires that you pay attention. The smallest elements are in perpetual motion, always creating or decaying, directed by some invisible force. Perhaps this is why it is easy here to feel that God exists and that He inspires awe. We focus on the plants, maybe because we eat them. But our story really starts with the soil. Without the soil, there is nothing in which to grow the wheat, nothing to hold the moisture, and nothing to hold the tractors and trucks and bins. This is the story of the land and the people who own it, and how they learn over and over again who owns what, and how best to coax things out of the land, and how planting and harvesting teach them what to believe, or how they try to take what they believe and plant it in the land. Part 1. 1. I am from the coasts. 17 years in California, 4 years of college in New York City, more years of ping-ponging between the east and west coasts, Cambridge, the South Bay, back to New York City and San Francisco. I have routinely flown over the rest of the country. When I look out of the windows of an airplane, I can see them down there, the flyover states, otherwise known as the Heartland. Let's take 7. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Idaho. When you fly over, if you do you see the checkerboard of monoculture fields, the eerie circular green shapes formed by robotic sprinklers, and the small towns connected by twists of interstate? What do you think? I know what I am supposed to think. Mall towns, white, ignorant, superstitious. But I don't think these things. Perhaps my resistance comes from the accident of my birth. My parents represent 2 countries previously at war. My father, America, and my mother, Japan. They overcame in 1 generation the enmity of their parents and governments to have me. I would like to believe reconciliation is this simple. I'd like to believe that even if chaos lingers in the structure of our cells, our hearts need not be solely shaped by the experiences of our parents. There is also my family's farm, which is located in 2 of the 7 states I mentioned, Nebraska and Colorado, though the majority is in Nebraska, in the southwest corner of the Panhandle. Our family, the Mocketts, has owned this farm, which once exceeded 7,000 acres, for over 100 years, and while most settlers who were homesteaders have sold their land and moved to the city, my family is part of an odd minority that held on to their land and continues to farm it. We did this even though we, too, had all relocated to urban centers. My father near San Francisco, my uncle